Introduce someone who you really all know, who's been a great leader for working families, and Mark clearly and Jim have gone back a long ways, and Jim has been a strong supporter of Mark over the years. It's great as someone from Richmond to introduce someone who's a Richmond boy, because Jim was saying when he was growing up in Richmond, we'll tell you when that was. I will just tell you that he said that the cost of going to a movie theater was 5 cents and like a bottle cap, right? And a bottle cap. So that was not that long ago. And Jim was actually the very first appointment by Governor Gray Davis to a state commission, at that time to the California Transportation Commission. And Jim represented our area well and really fought for some projects for Contra Costa and for the Bay Area. And it was great having him champion us at the state level. Jim is now on the Fish and Game Commission, interesting change, transportation to Fish and Game, and has continued to lobby on behalf of all of us on issues with the Fish and Game Commission. And I just want to say we've appreciated your leadership in the county and continuing to support great candidates like Mark. Jim?
Thank you, John. It's, I can't believe everybody's still around here with big smiles on their face after that huge meal and everything. I told Mark they're going to fall asleep if you don't get started pretty quick. And it almost makes you want to be a politician to see everybody here like this with a smile on their face. This is a real privilege for me. I've been able to make this introduction quite a bit lately. Usually it's at a Mark DeSaulnier event. And the reason I get to make this introduction because the person I introduce is the only one in the room that's willing to introduce Mark. So I would say to you that the senator that I'm going to introduce is very happy to be able to do that introduction. Tom, in his first part of his term as a senator, didn't have all the cooperation that he wishes he would have had from the assemblyman at that time. But since Mark's been in the assembly seat, John shared with you how he's been able to build bridges, and Tom and Mark have worked in true harmony together as a senator and assemblyman for this area, and have been able to represent all of us constituents in a manner that was much more successful than the previous assemblyman. And that's why it puts us in a position tonight that is very simple to make a decision on who they want to vote for the upcoming Senate race. It's unlike the many people that are in a quandary over who to vote for president in their party. We have a real clear decision for this Senate seat for somebody who's already proven that they will work in harmony with the other elected officials from this area who represent all of us. And so, with that, I would like to present to you the senator who I think is the senator of all senators in the state of California, Senator Tom Torlakson.
Jim Kellogg, he exaggerates. No, he doesn't. He's a great man and truly one of the all-time best labor leaders the state has ever seen, and a leader close to all of us, a friend of all of us, and one who was, well, you even helped convert Mark, right? He was part of the conversion. This is not a religious kind of thing. This was political, and it was a major positive thing that he's done to contribute to the welfare of California. But once again, I'd like to thank Jim Kellogg, all the wonderful things you've done in the pipe trades and all of our labor unions, and your leadership on the Transportation Commission of California, and Fish and Game. He goes fishing now every once in a while, but he is a true leader for California. Thank you, Jim. Thank you for your friendship and your support for Mark and all of us here in Concord County. So you having a good time? I didn't get the memo. I got here and I saw Linda Day and Donnie Snyder. And Donnie, stand up. You were standing up just now. I thought I missed the memo. I thought this was like, you know, a Haight-Ashbury kind of thing, and everybody gone hippie on me. And then Linda said there are buses waiting outside to take anybody who wants to Haight-Ashbury. And anyway, it is Mardi Gras. It is a celebration. It is a celebration for Mark, for his valiant efforts in Sacramento. And again, I'll just add to what Jim said in introducing our candidate, California. Mark was a friend when we started. We've become deeper friends. We were partners when he got into the Assembly, but now we're much more closely working. Everywhere we go, we're working on protecting the values of our communities here in Contra Costa, protecting our cities and counties' budgets, our transportation budgets, and most particularly our school budgets. And so that good friendship and relationship has just grown. And Jim referenced it. I didn't have a partner before. The person who wants to take Mark out hasn't been a partner with us on many, many fronts. The clear reality is Mark DeSaulnier is connected to us. He has a great heart. I was thinking about Mark today. We talk about our kids. We talk about the future. We've had a good chance to, again, deepen our friendship. I was down in Santa Cruz today. It took a little while to get here, about 3.5 hours. I was with my daughter, who is at UC Santa Cruz, and I attended a couple of her classes. I went with her to visit a high school that has a wonderful career tech program. There were kids lining up at about 4:30 in the afternoon to take a course that would last till 7 o'clock at night to learn careers in healthcare. But what it reminds me of is that wherever Mark and I are going, we're thinking about our kids and the future and about protecting. We have the most horrendous budget that I've ever seen in my life. We have the most great threat to the wonderful services that so many of you provide in the public sector and what we partner with the private sector to build this state, to build the infrastructure, to build all the services that are needed to make this the great California state, to build a promise, the California dream, to give our kids the best chance to succeed, and it's threatened. But Mark and I will stand with you to protect the property taxes. He was a great ally in helping us with the ballot measure to stop the raid on property taxes for cities and counties, to stop the raid on transportation taxes. And this governor, in addition, now has proposed $4.5 billion of cuts to schools. Will we tolerate that? Absolutely not. We can't not tolerate that. So I just want to say you have a candidate here, someone, again, with that great intellect, a great thinker, and one who is a bridge builder. Already, in just the short time he's been in the Assembly, he's won the respect of his colleagues on both sides of the aisle, Republicans and the Democrats. He is well regarded for doing his homework, thinking out of the box, and bringing people together to find solutions. I would like to have us now together welcome our candidate, and at the back table, Mark is the best. All right, Mark is the best. Go. All right, Mark DeSaulnier.